Hello, I'm Ralph Edwards with a true This Is Your Life classic. With Nelson Eddy as her singing partner, the beautiful, gifted subject of this classic became the greatest box office team in musical history. And with her handsome star husband, Gene Raymond, they represented all that was beautiful about Hollywood. Let's watch this great life unfold.
Well, as usual, our principal subject is right out in our audience here at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. As you know, we go right into the audience, select our principal subject. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen, the person who is the principal subject on This Is Your Life never knows it until that time when he or she comes onto our stage.
Mr. Edwards.
So, hello, Bumbo.
There's someone here that would like very much to meet you.
Are you Jeanette MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen? Jeanette. Well, who surprises who here, ladies and gentlemen? This seems to be a turning of the trick.
This is a surprise on you, I hope. You have brought so much
Isn't
pleasure.
she a doll? Isn't she a gorgeous gal? Jeanette MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen.
Where did you come from?
I came from the International Optimists, who have asked me to present you with their plaque.
Oh,
And
how
it's their
very
creed,
wonderful.
because you have brought so much happiness to everybody throughout the country, and in appreciation for that, they've asked me to give you this with their dog.
Oh, gee. Well, bless your heart. Thank you, Jeanette. Well, I know my wife is right. Is Jean in New York?
Yes, he's
Good,
in
I'll
New York.
teach you
You're
then.
safe.
Thank you. At any rate, I just want to say that knowing how... The thing I'm really flattered about, thank you, optimists. I'm really very happy to have this plaque. But knowing how busy this gal is, Jeanette MacDonald, she just finished a concert last night
Yes, but I
at
haven't
the
finished yet.
Philharmonic. Oh, is it on tonight? Too?
No, last night I sang at the Philharmonic.
Yes.
But I'm leaving for
I
San
know you're
Diego.
going on a big tour or something like that.
And I finished in Washington. But you see, now I'm going out front to watch you because I haven't had an opportunity to see you on television since I've been touring.
Oh, how wonderful.
So I'm
Oh,
looking
see,
forward
here,
to
I'll tell you what. Hold on just a minute. We might as well... here, I've been holding on to this thing for years. I'm going to get rid of it now. Wait a minute. This is as good a chance as any, Bob, to get rid. Here, I got something for you, Jeanette. Jeanette MacDonald.
Now.
Huh?
Huh? Well, now, this is a good surprise on me, huh?
Yes. Now, let me tell you something, young lady.
Yes.
This is the name of a show. Now, you've been busy on concert tours.
Yes.
This is a show that I have. This is a show you're on now. This is a show where we relive the entire life of a person who has done great and wonderful things for the country. This says, this is your life, Jeanette MacDonald. This is your life now, and this is all it takes to get you here. Yes! How about Come on. This is a reverse twist. Come sit here, will you, my dear? Oh, my Jeanette. I'm afraid. Here, put my Optimist creed over there. Thank you, Optimist. I'm really grateful to
I
that.
thought I was being so clever.
Listen, that seat is liable to be filled with 100 people before this show is over. Honey, put it there. This here, you're the victim of a hoax. Now, Helen Ferguson told you that you were to come here. Now she's looking at me. To come here to give me a plaque, see? And I'm deeply grateful for that. And that plaque is real, and the giving of it. Now, we're going to award you with a whole bunch of surprises. Right here, we have them in this book, and I'm going to start right from the beginning and get to it. Okay, gal? Jeanette, here we go. Now, listen very carefully. We know all about you, my dear, even to the neighbor, Mr. Matrick, who lived down the street from you in your childhood in Philadelphia. He said, you keep practicing, Jenny, and they'll clap for you at Carnegie Hall someday. Now, our clock turns backward now to the year 1947, a sad year for you, Jeanette, because it was then that you lost your beloved mother, Anna MacDonald, who had been your guide, your inspiration. 1945. Ready to go? Here we go, gal, with your life. This is the year of two of the happiest events in your life. You sing for the first time in the Hollywood Bowl, and does this photograph here mean anything to you?
Why, it looks strangely like my husband.
It does. It does indeed. When
Was he a captain in this?
yes, when he came back, he was a major, I think.
No, he
Oh,
was a
yes, he got
major.
the two on
He was
there.
a captain there.
Yes, when he came back
Quite expensive, wasn't it?
from overseas. Now you say, yes, that was a Lulu at that, wasn't it? There. Well, listen, been gone that long. I don't blame you. Now tell me this: where is he now?
He's in New York.
In New York, very busy with his many
He's on a
television commitments.
television show tonight.
Oh, good, good. All right. Well, then, are you... I tell you what, we sort of anticipated this, and we had him ready. Would you like to talk with him?
Oh, yes.
Huh? All right. We thought you'd get a kick. Now, this goes to New York right now. All New York is listening. Hello? Billy, is our New York call ready? All right. With Gene Raymond? Yes, put him on. Here's... Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Pappy.
Hello. How are you, folks?
How are you?
Hey, how about this, huh?
My face red.
Well, this is a wonderful age we're living in. Here I am sitting watching you 3,000 miles away and talking to you on the phone.
Well, you know, I'm not even sure of that. I wouldn't be surprised if you popped up here any minute, you know.
Wave to him in the camera.
There.
He's
What do you
watching.
think I can do? Get on a
In this
fast-speed
age?
helicopter?
In this age, anything can happen. Are you watching?
Sure, I'm watching.
Well, now look.
You
Can
look
you see
beautiful.
this? What am I doing now?
Oh, now, don't give me that.
Waving in it.
I think you look very lovely, Dan.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, I won't hold you up because I know you got to go on with the show. I'll call you right, or can you call me afterwards?
Will you be home?
Of course.
Well, naturally.
Thanks to you.
Well, who can tell in this age?
There'll be no late dates tonight. I'll wait for your call and make the date afterwards.
All right, fine. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, then.
Is everything all right with Gene, Jeanette?
Yes, apparently so.
I'm sure it is. All right. Now we must get on with our story. 1942. Now, it's a lonely time for you, half a world apart, but you keep busy, you and Gene. Well, you especially keep busy. Gene's busy overseas, but you're making pictures, going on concert tours, and you visit army camps. You do something very unprecedented, really. You give your entire personal proceeds from 12 concerts. It was $96,462.89 to the Army Emergency Relief Fund. Now, how about it? Wonderful thing to do. And, of course, you sing at the Hollywood Canteen, and you're working with a serviceman. Speaking of the canteen, look at this, Jeanette, will you, please?
I remember that boy.
Yes, you're quite...
His name was Burl Cowley.
Is that so?
Taylor. Oh, that was a hot number, wasn't it?
I bet it was a surprise to Jeanette MacDonald to find herself learning jitterbugging with that sailor, huh?
And it was sure a surprise to that sailor to find himself teaching jitterbugging to Jeanette MacDonald.
Now, who do you suppose that is, Jeanette? Well, just look over here to our Hazel Bishop archway, and here's your jitterbugging sailor, Burl Cowling of Huntington Beach, California.
That's very funny. How are you, Burl? Nice to see you. How's your wife and baby? Good. Two?
Yes, two.
Congratulations.
Well, now, look, you kids have a lot to talk about, and if you want a jitterbug, well, you could do that, too, you know, for old lang syne. You just go right ahead there, if you want to. We'll come back to the song-filled life of Jeanette MacDonald in just a moment. Now, you take a leave of absence from making pictures to embark on your first American concert tour. Among the thousands who listened and danced your concerts was one who had not only been a fan, but a friend of yours for many years standing.
I couldn't believe that this was the same Jeanette whose curls I used to see bobbing up and down as she ran out of school and hurried over to Schilling's ice cream parlor.
Well, there's a voice in the past, Jeanette. Who could that be?
I don't know who it is, but I know Schilling's ice cream.
Yes? Well, it belongs to a lady who taught you English in the 7th grade at the Dunlap School in Philadelphia, Miss Edna Clear, now of Ocean City, New Jersey, and here she is.
How nice to see you. Are you still so crazy about Bulldog ice cream? Well, of course I am. Oh, how nice. This is a real surprise.
Well, Miss Claire, you must have been proud to see your favorite English pupil all growing up in a movie and concert star, eh?
Well, Mr. Edwards, I never doubted that Jeanette would be a great success, for she was one of the most brilliant pupils I ever taught.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's a wonderful thrill for a school teacher to find one of her former pupils making good.
Oh, that's great. All you
very
school
sweet.
teachers.
You know, I'll tell you a little secret about Miss Clear. When we kids used to, play school,
Yes, huh?
I always had to be Miss Clear.
Oh, how wonderful.
Because she was my favorite teacher. I didn't love her so.
You take your place over there in Jeanette's past while we go on with our lives. Back we go, Jeanette. Back to the dazzling parade of motion pictures that set the name of Jeanette MacDonald to heavenly music. Maytime with Nelson Eddy. The New Moon also with Nelson Eddy. San Francisco with Clark Gable. great Noel Coward's success. The Girl of the Golden West. Remembering all these? And of course, yes, Sweetheart, with your great co-star, Nelson Eddy. Now it's June 16th, 1937. The calendar of your life stands at what's the most important date of all.
You're at the Wilshire Methodist Church in Los Angeles. Do you remember Jeanette?
Yes, that's the man who performed the ceremony that united you in marriage with Jean Raymond, the Reverend Dr. Wilkie Martin. Dr. Martin? Here.
We were talking about you only last night.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Yes, we were talking about you. Mrs. Beeheimer came backstage to see me at my recital, and she said you and Mrs. Martin were not able to come because Mrs. Martin hadn't been very well. And I'm sorry, but it's so nice to see you.
I imagine that's one wedding you won't forget.
That's right, Ralph.
Yes.
I won't forget it.
Well,
It was a beautiful wedding, Jeanette, and a memorable one.
Well, it's one I won't forget.
You know, Ralph, I have a particular thrill and a sense of exaltation with every couple that I marry. And especially when the couples like Jeanette and Jean show in their life the philosophy of the holy bonds of matrimony, I have a particular thrill and a great gratification.
Isn't that wonderful? Thank you, Dr. Martin. Now, if you'll just take your seat there, please. Thank you, sir. In Jeanette's past, we've got a lot of ground to cover. It's 1935, the year this wonderful romance began. How'd you and Jean actually meet, Jeanette?
Well, it's been published a lot, but we met on a doorstep. We were both going to a party. We were each going to a party.
Yes.
And I arrived at the door just a little ahead of Jean. And he whistled at me. Now, this is...
Oh, the wolf. He did.
Yes, he did. And I turned around and looked, and I've never been able to live that down, you see. At any rate, he came up to the step, and he said, oh, how nice for us to be here together. He introduced himself to me, and I said, I'm Jeanette MacDonald. Yes, I know. So then the hostess opened the door and said, oh, how nice of you to come together.
Yes.
Well, we hadn't at all. But, as a matter of fact, we didn't see each other again that evening because he was interested in somebody else at the party.
Oh, well, you mean that you and your husband have never been formally introduced then?
No.
Well, think of that. I think after 15 years of married life, it's time you two were introduced to each other. Mr. Jean Raymond, you should meet, you see. Mrs. Jean Raymond, may I present Mr. Jean Raymond? Here.
Very well, and very straight, yes.
I couldn't see what you were doing, though. That's the
Jean, you belong here. You sit over here, boy. It's Jeanette's life now. I know this is an exciting moment for both of you, but we still have a long way to go here on our journey of surprises. So I tell you what, Jean, you just sit there, and here we go back through the years. Well, it's 1935, and here in Hollywood, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer had the greatest box office team in history, Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy. Your first picture together was... That's right, Naughty Marietta, and that box office smash was quickly followed by... another screen classic, Rosemary. And before that, there... The haunting Viennese love story, The Merry Widow, with Maurice Chevalier. The Love Parade with Maurice Chevalier. The Vagabond King with Dennis King. You're remembering all of these? Oh, yeah. Monte Carlo followed, 1 Hour with You, Love Me Tonight. We've been showing the audience pictures of you all during this time. Yes, Jeanette, that is your film career, and I know one of your sorrows is that your father, who passed away in 1924, never got to see his celebrated daughter become a star. But long before you ever faced the camera, you were a star on Broadway.
Jeanette, she
stardom on Broadway without a lot of hard work and preparation, Mr. Edwards.
Well, I wonder who that was.
I know who that is.
That is the person who crystallized your ambitions to become a singer. She was your first singing teacher, and you still study with her today.
Yes.
Grace Adele Newell of New York and Hollywood.
Come out together. You're too far out together.
We traveled 3,000 miles together.
And Jeanette is where she is today, Mr. Edwards,
Miss Newell.
because of her determination, her stick-to-itiveness, and great loyalty.
And you.
And she has never stopped studying.
Oh, that's great. And before you took this young lady as a pupil, you laid down some pretty strict rules of conduct,
I
didn't you?
certainly did. I told her that she couldn't have any drinking, no gallivanting, no smoking.
And you know what Mr. Lubitsch used to call her when she'd come on the set during the making of the Love
Oh,
Parade?
now, don't.
What, Jeanette?
He used to call her my moral teacher.
Well, Jeanette, you and Miss Newell will all have a chance to get together at the party Hazel Bishop is giving you at the famous Bit of Sweden on the Sunset Strip here in Hollywood. Manager Fred Glow will be looking for you, and we'll be on our way right after the show. Well, it's 1922 now, and you, Jeanette, are a busy, busy girl in New York. You're dancing on the stage in hit musicals, going to school, and singing in the church choir on Sunday.
You remember how you got your first job on Broadway, Jeanette?
Well, that's my sister Blossom.
Your big sister, Blossom, now a distinguished actress in her own right, Marie Blake. Oh, how did you get Jeanette that first job on Broadway, anyhow?
Well, you see, Ralph, she was just 13 years old.
Yes.
And she kept teasing me to take her down to audition for Ned Wayburn, the man whose show I was then working in.
Sure.
See? Well, remember that? How scared you were? Yes. Well, she kicked too high and she fell in the orchestra pit.
Oh, no.
And she climbed back up on the stage and started to sing.
Well, bless her heart.
Remember? So, well, Wayburn hired her anyhow, you see. But you know what?
No, what?
The reason she got the job?
What?
Because he thought she'd be a good comic.
Well, how do you like that?
Well, I might add I was all dressed up in my sister's clothes. That helped.
What a start in professional show business for a gal who, at the age of 3, made her debut as a singer at the Tennant Memorial Presbyterian Church, right? In Philadelphia at the Church Social.
Oh. It's fantastic.
Your sister Elsie, all the way from Philadelphia, Jeanette MacDonald. Here she is. Come on, lady. Yes, a family reunion.
Well, this is the biggest surprise yet. Live,
Oh, dear.
Jeanette, do you remember when you were a little bit of a girl? You always said, I'm going to be a grand opera star and buy a gold bed and a pink limousine for Mother.
Yes.
Well, Elsie, Mrs. Bernard Scheiter, what do you do now?
I have a studio of dance in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania.
Well, good for you. Oh, if you'd only known that when you were studying the dance. Oh, well, that was later. You go over there, you two wonderful sisters, and sit in Jeanette's path, and we'll see you at the party later. Well, Jeanette, this is your life, and what a wonderful life. A life full of music and laughter and kindness and love. The love of your family and your many, many friends. The love of your husband. Of course, you remember Jeanette and Jean at your wedding as you knelt together the song that was sung by an old friend, a dear friend.
as beautiful today as it did then, don't you?
Oh, thanks, Dave. Thank you very much.
You know something?
What, dear?
When we were outside parking the car, Helen Ferguson, who brought me over, I must tell you this.
Yes.
The man, she said, where can we park Miss MacDonald's car? He said, over there beside Nelson Eddy.
We got news for you. We heard about this, and don't you think we weren't scared? Look, honey, we've got to get on here. Tell her, Nelson, what you want.
All right, Ralph. And Jeanette, I may call you Jeanette, may I?
That's all right, old man. I give you my permission.
Thank you. Of all the wonderful moments our association has brought me, the one that I remember with the greatest warmth is when I had the pleasure of singing at your wedding.
Well, Nelson, what can I say except it was one of the highlights, certainly, of our wedding, and we'll never forget it.
Well, bless
Thank
you.
you.
You're going to have a lot of time to talk.
And I
Right
say
now.
again, God bless you both.
Hazel Bishop is sending through that hospital a beautiful Westinghouse 21-inch screen television set that provides unsurpassed clarity and brilliance with three-way picture perfection. And for you, as befits a truly great lady, Hazel Bishop wants you to have this beautiful Bulova diamond wristwatch from America's great manufacturer. Your Bulova watch is engraved so as your appearance on This Is Your Life will be with you for a lifetime of happy memories. And here's a surprise that I know will especially please you because you're always encouraged young singers. For your concert in Carnegie Hall this coming January 16th, Hazel Bishop has purchased 50 tickets, and they'll be distributed free of charge to talented young singers selected by the New York Conservative Music. See? And so that you can be surrounded by your family and friends here, you'll have a sound film of this show. Well, Jeanette MacDonald, this is your life. A life that has been an inspiration to many and a joy to those who know and love you. It's been a great honor to have you as our guest. Goodbye, Jeanette MacDonald, and God bless you, and thank you all.